All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back.
See, I don't got all that energy, but
You gonna have some? I'm
gonna have some energy.
Like, we gonna make this an interesting.
It's gonna be good.
We're gonna make this an interesting video. All right, guys, we're back with another video. Obviously, we're doing a Q&A. I got my boy Q Lake here.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put his at like right
somewhere around this area.
Yeah, like right here. All right. So y'all can go follow him on Instagram. You want any other ads in there? Snapchat,
TikTok.
I don't know.
That's a big one.
All right.
At Q Lake.
TikTok.
Q Lake with two E's.
We gonna put all that right here.
Help me blow up on there. Bro.
Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all go follow him, and yeah, we're gonna get this Q&A started. First question: what's the biggest misconception regarding D1 football? And that's from Reeks Brown. You can go first.
That's a good question. I would probably say the talent level compared to high school, especially like the high school I went to, and I know the high school he went to Bishop Gorman. So coming from like modern day and Bishop Gorman, it's the talent level is not as big as it seems, and all you got to do is really just prepare yourself mentally and physically, and you'll be all right. It's not anything super crazy. Like, you know, you're obviously gonna play NFL prospects, but it's nothing anybody can handle. So
yeah, like if you made it here, like you here for a reason. So like the people you playing against is either at your skill level or a little bit below or a little bit better. It's not like you just, you know what I mean? Like you're just out there just playing a bunch of superstars, you know?
That's facts.
Okay. Who do you look up to the most from Nathan Gus?
Well, I'll make it in terms of football. In terms of football, I gotta say my pops. I'm repping his team right now. He's been a big inspiration in my life. He played in the NFL. You know, he's kind of taught me his ways. You know, has been giving me tips and all that since throughout high school and college. So he's been a big role model for me.
Yeah. So I have a question. Yeah, side question for you. Who do you look up to, if anybody, on the team? Like who is like?
Ooh, previous or like now? Like right now?
Or you can do previous too.
Okay.
Like since you've been here for a while.
Since I've been here, I'm gonna say Nate Metters. Nate Metters was he was here my sophomore year and my freshman year, and he was a corner. He ended up getting free agent to the Minnesota Vikings, and it was a good player. I respect him a lot.
We'll put his highlights.
Nate, if you
that could have been a 15-yard gain as opposed to a 5-yard gain. Underneath, Dan Arnold lets it go. It's going the other way on the pick. Mishandled by Arnold. Nate Metters.
Looking at this, I respect you.
Yeah.
You know, you're always super chill, super cool to me, always giving me advice and looking out for, you know, a young guy coming into UCLA, so I appreciate it.
Outside of football, obviously be my parents. They've done a lot for me, and so, you know, I have no reason not to look up to them. And then obviously my older brother, and really my younger sister too. My younger sister, you know, she's very smart and she's very dedicated in what she does, and she's just like me. She likes to try new things all the time. So, you know, I look up to her too. And then on the team and people in these past years, definitely when I first got here was Wilton Spade.
Okay.
Just because obviously he's an older quarterback. I had met him previously. We were good friends, and so he was somebody that I took as a mentor and really helped me elevate my game my freshman year. Considering that he was hurt throughout most of the season, and I was forced into playing as a true freshman, he was somebody I could lean on when things really didn't go right, and you know, kind of be there to help me throughout my freshman year. And then this past year, my sophomore year, I'd say Darnay Holmes, who's now going into the draft and going through that process. You know, he's somebody I can always go to, talk to, and again, lean on through hard times and stuff like that, and just to get advice from on just this whole process, because he's been through it obviously, and going on to the next process as I get prepared to go on to the NFL and stuff like that. I could always ask him questions too.
Big shout out, Darnay.
Yes, sir.
Good luck in the process too if you're watching.
The dude that made those pictures, the edits.
Okay, look, go on Dorian's Instagram and check out the new uniforms.
So I'm gonna put them up on the screen. All right, I'm gonna put them up on the screen. So what's your favorite combo?
My favorite combo, I got two. It's either the all blue, like a color rush type of thing, or the all gold. I like those two the best.
You're so fucking basic. Yeah, obviously
those are the best too. We need some alternates. UCLA football, if you watching this, Anybody in the UCLA athletics department that does jerseys, please.
They're gonna watch it.
Please, let's get some alternate unis or something. Because I know we have, we're traditional, we get it. But, sometimes, you know what they say, look good, play good. So, I'm going to get some different jerseys.
If I had to pick if I had to pick one other than the two he just said, that's tough. That's real tough.
Yo, show them.
I know. I'm going to put them up on the screen. Ooh, that's tough.
Cowboys.
That's tough. Okay, I would probably say the These is tough. Okay, I'm gonna go with the all gold with the blue helmet. I'm gonna go with all gold with the blue helmet. All right, just so I'm not saying the color rest, because
at this point, any of them really look good.
Yeah, they all look good though, bro. So I appreciate the edit. I did see it, I liked it and stuff, but I'll even put his @ somewhere up here, because that was a really good post. I like that.
We definitely need some alternate units though.
Jay Sean _88. What's your expectation for the upcoming season? To play.
That's so true. We are in a pandemic. Like, y'all don't understand that. A pandemic. We don't know what's gonna happen in our season. We might play, we might not play. If this thing keeps going on into late May, early June, we might not have a season because fall camp and all that stuff. So that's a big thing. We just want to play at the end of the day, regardless of what happens with the situation. We just want to be able to get the chance to play. So that's the biggest thing. And we're not.
From Hector 7 Ziunga, best high school sports moment.
Oh shit. Best high school sports moment. Oh, easy. When Modern Day beat Bishop Gorman.
The fact that he said. That he said that and he didn't even play?
I played. Probably my senior year when we beat Bosco for the first time. That was crazy. It was Cerritos College, beat Bosco for the first time, rushed the field. It was a cool experience.
Okay, mine was basically the same thing. Mine was my junior year when we played St. Thomas Aquinas in Florida, and that was basically to win the national championship. That was basically a national championship game for us, and obviously we won. We went in overtime. At the time, I was playing receiver, but we still won. I still got my ring, and like he said, we rushed the field too at our school too. So it was a pretty big game. It was live. Like where the room is shaking. Yes.
Like when it's like whoa.
No, okay. Obviously
yeah, okay. Ain't nobody worried about no earthquakes.
Bro, I am at least. I don't know about Andy. Shoes. I don't know how to say his last name. So. Favorite music artist? We'll say like currently. Or you can do all time if you have an all time favorite.
All time favorite. Whoa.
Mine's Aubrey Graham.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, if you know me, you know. Aubrey
is a good one.
Yeah.
I like Aubrey. Aubrey's for sure in my top 3. He's not number 3.
And I know we have a lot of not day ones in here, so for those that don't know who Aubrey Graham is, it's Drake.
Yeah,
so
Drake.
just for y'all that obviously don't know, because I know there's a lot of y'all out there that aren't Drake fans, that are, or maybe you're a Drake fan but you're not day ones. I'm a day one, so I know. So there's that.
Yeah, I mess with Drake. I'm not a day one, but I do mess with Drake. I gotta say Playboy Cardi for me personally. He's my favorite on top.
I can see that. Okay, from World of UCLA, what's your pregame ritual?
I do it every game. Get off the bus, change immediately into my clothes, into my pre-workout clothes. I take a lap, do one lap, listening to music, listen to the same playlist I have all the time. Then I do my DB drills. I throw the ball a couple times, and then I go back. I pray for like 2 minutes, just get a quick prayer in, because I want to be in tune with my faith, and then and then after that we have like some other stuff with our coaches, but for me individually, that's what I do every game.
Okay, so I'm not gonna give you guys the full week because my pregame ritual starts on Wednesday, but I'll say we'll start I guess when we get on the bus. So I always have my Bible out, and on the bus ride to the stadium, that's when I pick out the scripture for the game, and so I make sure I read that, say a little prayer on the bus, before I get off, and I make sure I sit. I always make sure I sit in the same seat, and it's the seat right before the last coach, so that way I'm like one of the first ones off the bus, so I can get in, get to my locker, do my business, right? So once I get off the bus and get into my locker, I make sure everything's set up, make sure everything that I want for the game is there, making sure all my stuff is in order. I'm a very organized and neat person, so I'm making sure all my stuff is there. I get everything lined up. Then this is where it changed. So I used to, I'd say at the first half of the season and the first year I was here, I would just kind of chill, listen to music, and just kind of zone in my own head, just kind of zone out, and just kind of listen to music until we had to go out for warm-ups. But now, just through like my mentors and my chess meetings and all the stuff I've learned throughout the season, throughout my first year, throughout the second half of the season, from the start of our first part of our 3-game win streak to the rest of the season, I started to, so once I get all my stuff ready and stuff, I put my cleats on, I go out to the field, and I go through the whole script. And I go through the whole script. I go up and down the field at least 2 times and go through the whole script. I make sure I go through red zone, what we would do on like the 50-yard line, what we do on like backed up in our own end zone. And I make sure I go through everything and think like I'm in Coach Kelly said of what he would call and how he wants to execute this plan, have everything done. So then once I get back in, we're back out for warm-ups. I go back in, and then that's when I go through my scripture, read my scripture, write something down on a piece of paper, like, hey, like, let's go. Kind of have like a little self-talk, put my music down, and we're ready to rock. So that's kind of my pregame ritual at this moment. Peyton_Newell2 said, why do you wear number 1? So why do you wear number 37?
Okay. 37 has always been my number. I really haven't had a different number ever since I grew up. It was my dad's number when he was in the NFL. I've always worn it. People always call that number goofy and ugly, and I understand that. I get it. It's not the prettiest of numbers, but it means something to me, and I was never somebody that really worried about numbers like that. I just wanted to wear something on my chest and on my back that meant something to me, so that's why I picked the number 37, because of my pops.
Okay, so for OG fans of me, you guys know I've always been number 14, and that was because of my birthday. That was kind of the first number I chose. And so that's the number that always stuck with me because of that reason. And then when I got to college, you guys obviously know I got changed to 7 because we had somebody that was already at 14. And then my second year, I obviously changed to 1. So why I wear 1? There's a couple reasons, but I'd say the main reason is because obviously, like I said, I looked up to Darnay. He was number 1. And just kind of trying to emulate his game and how he approached the game and how he kind of carried himself and stuff like that. So when I saw the opportunity to get 1, I was kind of like, I'm just gonna go grab it. And who wouldn't want to be 1? You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't want to be number 1?
If you're a lineman or D lineman, don't be wearing number 1.
Like anybody wants to be 1. So.
Everybody wants to be 1, but I don't want to see no lineman or D lineman in number 1 unless you really that dude. But other than that, skill players only. I'm sorry.
Okay. Devo_20 said, are you going to declare for the NFL draft next year, or are you going to finish your education? So you can go first, since you're closer than I am.
It just depends on how the season goes. That's really it. If I ball out, get on some of the all-conference, all-Pac-12, all-American, those type of, honors, then I would go ahead and leave. It's hard to make that decision because it's so far away. So any type of accolade that's on a high status that recognizes me as one of the best safeties in the nation, I would leave.
And what about school? Where are you standing in school?
School will always be there.
So you wouldn't get your degree and finish school before leaving?
No. It's obviously that's good if you want to do that, but I feel like I think by the time I do leave, I'll have my degree, which, that's why I'm not really thinking about it like that. But if I didn't have my degree, or if I was about to just get it and I decided to declare, I'd still go. I'd still declare.
That's kind of the perfect, ideal situation for me. Obviously, that's the goal. That's what I'm working towards. All this time right now is going towards that. So to answer your question, the main goal is to have phenomenal season, one that UCLA.
Just a PSA. I know everybody's going through a tough situation right now. Just everybody be safe. Make sure you're washing your hands, doing all the necessary precautions you guys need to. If you need anything from us, me or Dorian, just let us know. You know, we're always here to help. You know, we can't obviously come out there or do any physical stuff, but if you need help with advice or football stuff, you know, we're always there. We're always having the ability to reach out. So,
just to give you guys kind of an overview of what's to come on this channel, I actually have the list kind of like right here that I made a couple days ago. So I know a lot of you guys are like kind of like, how do I grow? How do I, you know, expand my mental? How do I expand my physical and stuff like that? I'm going to do a whole video on kind of what I've learned throughout my whole life, basically, of, you know, how I approach the day, how to approach adversity, and kind of how to grow as a person every day and kind of get that 1% better. So I'm gonna make a video on that. You guys will keep asking about the tattoo tour. That will be coming. I'm actually gonna, it actually popped in my head a couple of days ago too, about making kind of like a mini documentary of the team, guys on the team that have tattoos, because we have a lot of guys that have tattoos. So I want to do like a little mini documentary on those guys, just kind of explaining their tattoos, kind of what they mean to them and stuff like that. So that will be coming soon too. A day in the life quarantine edition. That will be coming of what I do basically all day. I just sit, I mean, I do a lot of things throughout the day, but it's in one specific area because I can't really leave the apartment. So that'll be coming, but it will be interesting because I do a lot of, I have a full day's worth of stuff because of, I'm in school, football's still around, and you know, I have a regular day, it's just inside. And then, what else do we have? Oh, I'll make a workout, a quarantine workout for you guys. These guys will be in it. I just bought today, I just bought a GoPro. So I bought the GoPro Max. So I'm gonna be carrying this around instead of having to carry around this camera, so I can carry around a camera with me wherever I go, and kind of film videos that way for you guys. And so yeah, so let
us know if you want us to do a smash or pass too.
Okay, he really wants to do a smash or pass. I don't want to do that. Okay, he wants to do it. I'll do it if you guys really want that. Comment down below if you guys really want a smash or pass video.
Like, this is, we understand, like, yeah, this is a PG, kid friendly. Nah, man. Like, let us know if you want us to do a smash or pass.
Like, it's just certain things I don't feel like is right. But
it's not,
if that's what you guys want,
that's what y'all want, let us, you know, drop it down in the comment section.
I will break through and I will do it for you guys. But I don't feel like we should be doing that. But if you guys really want it, comment that down below if you guys want a smash or pass video.
Or a truth or dare. Somewhere where, you know.
Or a truth or dare or a prank or something. I'll figure it out, because now I have kind of the tools. I'm kind of getting the tools together to kind of get this YouTube thing going since we're in quarantine, and I kind of have a bunch of time and stuff. So let me know any other video suggestions. Let me know what you guys want to see. And yeah, don't forget to comment your music. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for tuning in. We out. Ah!